How you guys doing, man? It's the Ren Dog Extreme, man. 10 years I've had my YouTube channel. Well, I've uploaded my first YouTube video 10 years ago. February 2010, I was 19 years old. 19 years old, and I was talking about, you know, wrestling with ECW and the free agents. When I first heard that, ECW is going off the air, I just went all over the YWC of people who are wrestling fans and made YouTube videos themselves, and also other angles as well that's been going on. They have responses to it. I was just like, man, I have done a YouTube. I have done, I decided, let me do a YouTube video of my own and just talked about ECW. I just talked about wrestling, and then it led me doing so much other entertaining stuff, like talk about basketball or TV shows, and even just doing random videos as well, like me doing the That's the Joint dance, which was like almost 10 years ago. It was so funny, man. 19 years old was when I was just making YouTube videos, and it's just like, man, I was a bit chubby, I was out of shape, and I was kind of like not really, I wouldn't say I was kind of like not myself, but I wasn't like, how I am now with, stuff that I'm going through. Like, that's just what it is. Just continuing to be me. This is a chance to be liberal. I mean, had a history of being an entertaining goofball, but for me to get my laptop, I even have the same laptop for like 10 years now, and over 10 years, and then it's just like, I have a webcam, and I could just upload videos on YouTube. Let me just get a stab at it, and I just did, and lo and behold, I've been doing YouTube videos ever since. I mean, I haven't been consistent in the recent years, but for me to still have the same account name for 10 years kind of just means a lot, The Ren Dog Extreme, the name has not changed, the name has been the same, and, just interacting with people all over the internet has been one of the best things to have happened, thanks to the development of social media and the development of YouTube. It was just so significant and so meaningful. So that's what it was. And sorry to take off the hat, it just feels so weird, but it was just so much in depth. And then the first YouTube video I saw was like, man, like just J-Dub. I remember the first video I saw was about when Donald Trump bought Monday Night Raw. I didn't see the whole thing, but I heard how much it really pissed him off. I remember watching that video. It was just so bizarre. And then when I watched another of his videos about Survivor Series, I was like, man, like, he talked about three faces in the same match, in a triple threat match. DX against John Cena, practically in a triple threat match. And then just remembering how much, like, he just completely referenced that, like, three baby faces in the same match. And I was like, yeah, why were there three baby faces in the same match? That's something that didn't really sit well with me either, and they try to make John Cena the heel in the match. So luckily they had Big Show and Chris Jericho and Undertaker in a triple threat match of their own. So both title holders won the triple threat match of their own respectives. And yeah, I was continuing watching wrestling then. I mean, I haven't been watching wrestling consistently like I have before, but I still enjoy it though. And, also that, like, just doing a lot of reviews, especially during the Unusual storyline, and just looking back at how wrestling was then to how it is now, it was on a bit of a slump. But for me to really endure all that stuff and just say I enjoy it, and even hearing, YouTubers rant about some events and praise some of the events, rave about it, it's one of the best things to hear, because with WWE was like always on the up and down. Then TNA moving to Monday nights to feud with the Monday Night Wars was a bit exciting, even though they had to move to Thursday nights because they were really suffering in ratings. And it's like, it's just interesting how you brought that up. So for me as a YouTube viewer and a YouTube uploader, and for even my friends saw, me make YouTube videos, it's just one of the best things to happen, because I just feel like it's a chance for me to do something different and not to rely on much. When YouTube came out, I was like seeing people do YouTube videos, it's like, it was just one of the best things to happen. And, you know, like I said, hearing people talk about even interacting with the YouTubers was just a new thing for me. And it just feels great doing it for 10 years now, and just for me to adapt to it. I mean, YouTube has changed a lot. I mean, I don't know any of the wrestling fans who still watch wrestling now, and I think I'm still getting a good bit of it, though. And then for me, even doing the, you know, the weird dancing that I did, man, it was just awesome during the Friday Night SmackDown theme song, especially with the "Do you know the enemy? You know the enemy." Oh man, it was just so awesome. You know, I just thought it was great. And then even the Monday Night Raw with the world stops turning and that boy the grand die. And people commented on me laughing on them laughing, and then for me talking about, you know, Team Lake Cool when they were around for a year and a half, and you know, it's just how annoying they were and how pushed they were to the main event. It kind of pushed them to a point where they overstayed their welcome. So, you know, eventually the disbanding happened, and I don't remember even uploading about that either. There are times I have gotten lazy on uploading videos, but times I even made an effort. And then even with, you know, Big Show's heel turn, I did some videos on my iPad. I did some on my iPod, and then even some of the videos on my laptop. So I kind of did various stuff, which I'm really glad I did. So, and for me to do on the same laptop I have for 10 years, man, it was just a good thing. It was just, I'm really glad I did. I'm really glad to be, you know, be around YouTube, and for me to make YouTube videos the way that I have and what I did. It's just, man, it was just such an extraordinary. And then for me, you know, 10 years to just be glad of what YouTube's about, and just what, you know, making videos and just being entertaining and just being so liberal yourself of what it's about, and so many different change events of YouTube. YouTube has made a foundation, you know, even for me to see YouTube videos of wrestling reviews, TV show reviews, basketball reviews, even for myself to be making those reviews. And then even, you know, those who've been around longer, but I didn't catch them till later, it was just like, it's very interesting, especially for new YouTubers I watch, from Britt Johnson, JR Sports Brief, and The Fumble, and even Pro Football Focus, SB Nation, Watch Mojo, you know, today. And then looking back at before with Jay Vardy, the Wrestling Gurus, Jada, PWF Empire, before he decided to peace out, and just many others, Simon Michael HD, like, man, even H9 Newable, and, you know, just, it's entertainment. That's what it is. And, you know, I'm just so excited. And then even for those YouTubers who are a fan of independent wrestlers, it's like, who did independent wrestling, has great respect. So I enjoy it. And, you know, it's like such a new experience for me to hear from others, even for those who are non-wrestling fans who kind of fade away from wrestling, from some of my peers have. And it's wrestling fans on YouTube, and it created a new foundation for me to look at wrestling so different and look at it in a whole new aspect. So I enjoy it, though. So thank you guys for those who've watched this video, and thank you guys who stuck around, watch my views, or even, you know, those who subscribe to me. You know, thank you guys who've seen me for the last 10 years, man. I know I haven't been making YouTube videos consistently, but I always do my best to keep myself in the flesh. So thank you guys, and I'm going to continue making more YouTube videos. Thank you guys, and peace out.